Hi everyone, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you my most recent order that I placed with Trollbeads at Partridge Creek. This is my first order from 2026. And I could not be more thrilled with what I was able to purchase because, of course, it's in my favorite color. So I thought I would share with you everything that I purchased. I was really excited to find that they included a new catalog, which I'm seeing sneak peeks of springtime. And I'm sure for all of you that purchase from Trollbeads that you're aware that they are celebrating 50 years. So this is their Jubilee year, and I believe this is going to be something that's going to be included for everyone that is a member of Trollbeads Club. But I always love perusing the catalogs. I believe that is my favorite designer right there, Soren. And I am just so excited for a few things in the spring collection. I'm really looking forward to the Promise of Forget-Me-Not. And there they have something from the Hygge collection. Trying to see if they show it because there is, I believe, a Lily of the Valley bead, but I'm not gonna waste the whole video showing you the catalog. Without further ado, let me get into this package, and it is always beautifully wrapped, of course. I'm gonna open this up kind of offline just to make it easier. So I always receive a handwritten thank you card and some candies, and of course everything is beautifully wrapped in the Trollbeads tissue paper with this beautiful red twine. So let's open this up. So excited to see what is in here in person. And let's just get the first looks. And as you can see, with it being purple, I traded myself. So let me get everything off the ribbon. I really like this red ribbon that they have everything tied up with. It's very elegant. And I feel makes the purple just pop. So get everything off here. So the Valentine's collection consisted of some earrings that had purple jade, and then of course they had the purple jade stones in both the round and the full-size stones. I will probably get the earrings in another purchase, but my focus this time around was on these stones, and I was shown quite a few, and a lot of them were more of this lavender color, which is truly probably my favorite shade of purple if I were to have to pick and choose. But they did have this darker purple jade beauty, and I did not hesitate to acquire it. I just could not resist. And just look at how different they are. You can see the inclusions. Like I feel this one has some black and almost golden inclusions along with some faint white. And then this one appears to have more gray along with like the white or cream inclusions. I love the fact that these are completely opaque, which I always feel is such a fun design element to incorporate with your troll beads designs. Having clear glass and then having opaque glass, it just adds a little something, I feel, to any bracelet design. Here you can see the side view. Let me look at this one here. I wish the lighting was better, but it is cold outside and snowing. You can really see like the inclusion area there, but it almost looks burgundy. But like on the front, well, actually it does look burgundy or red, but I just feel it's beautiful. This is just such a beautiful stone, and I am so happy that I was able to get a pair. And I will probably design with like both of these on a bracelet, to be honest with you, just because of the fact that they are so different from one another. But that was the purple jade in the larger size. And then I knew I wanted to, I always want to get, whenever I purchase like the round stones, I like to purchase these in pairs at the same time, just so as far as color goes and size goes, I know I'm getting a good match. And I would say most of the smaller stones all were more so in this more lavender shade, which again is probably one of my favorites as far as purple goes, if not my favorite color. And yeah, I could not be more thrilled. I swear troll beads, I would say the past year or two has really been knocking it out of the park, is in my opinion, as far as some of the different purple offerings that we have received. Like I feel like the jade is going to go really well with this one bead from, gosh, a couple autumns ago. I love, like that was my favorite out of, I think, the autumn collection. Goodness, okay. And then, goodness, like I think it'll go well with even, you know, this particular bead, which was, gosh, with the, was it the power bangle? I'm forgetting what the name of this one was, but all of the different purple offerings. Let me just get some of the more lavender things here. Look at the purple jade with the violet conviction, and oh gosh, I know this was a people's bead. I want to feel like dove's wings. This is a Gold Rush from Australia. Even the old antique flower. Some of the more lavender prisms. And yeah, you can see purple truly is my favorite. Some of the beads from spring. This was last year Valentine's. This was Mother's Day, or maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. Like, I am just thrilled to have this. And let's see, what else do we have? My very first glass troll bead ever. I feel it goes well with like a caterpillar and what is it, the violet stripes from so long ago. But goodness, I am absolutely thrilled with the purple jade. And then let me show you the coin bead to celebrate the 50-year Jubilee. All right, so here we have the Trollbeads coin. This is, I just believe it's called the Trollbeads coin or the Jubilee coin. Of course, I'll for sure put the name of the exact bead down below. But you can see, and what I love about it is the dates on it. We have 2026 to 1976, which of course encompasses 50 years. And we have two trolls, kind of, it almost looks like they're carrying this little central hole, or maybe they're carrying a bead. It's depicting them carrying a bead, but it is just beautifully oxidized on both sides. And of course, just a mirror of one another. And then the sides, it does state troll beads. And then we have, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. We have a dove, a rainbow, a four-leaf clover, a little sun with a smiley face, a heart, a butterfly, and a flower. I chose to purchase the silver just because the vast majority of my collection is silver, and I love the oxidized detail. Like, you can just see the tails on the trolls, and you can see like this little banner that they're standing on, of course, to celebrate the Jubilee year. And I also know, at least to my knowledge, that Trollbeads Club members are going to receive this version of the coin with the gold-plated version. And I believe the only difference is that it does have the word club kind of inscribed in cursive on the side. But I will share what that looks like when I get the two, when I have that club bead in hand. But that is my first order of 2026. So let me just show that to you. And again, I am just thrilled with the purple jade. It is a Linda kind of color for sure. And then, hey, I thought I would share what I'm wearing as far as a bracelet design. Let me show that to you real fast. So over Black Friday, I believe it was Black Friday, I did purchase myself and take advantage of the savings to get the Elegant Fantasy ring. And on it, I am showcasing the Gentle Care bead, which came out with the Christmas collection. And what was the Christmas collection? It was, I want to say, Guardian Wings. But as far as the bracelet goes, let me get it off my wrist. I recently went to high tea with one of my friends here in Colorado Springs, and we always seem to put together bracelets together, kind of celebrate the tea theme. And Glen Erie Castle, like, I'll insert a picture of it somewhere. But every time we go, we always see like wild turkeys and deer, and they do have like a herd of Rocky Mountain sheep that wander the grounds. So some of my beads kind of depict some of the animals that we see. But let me just share this bracelet real fast. So the clasp I'm using is the clasp from the Heart of the Chestnut bracelet, which was a starter bracelet that came out in 2025. I just love the leaf detail and the bud detail on this particular clasp. And for my end silver, I have a hydrangea. And I was actually very surprised. The very first time I went to Glen Erie, they actually had hydrangea flowers in bloom. And that was a flower I never thought could grow at the altitude that we're at. So I might have to rethink about a spot in my garden, perhaps for a hydrangea someday. And then I have a labradorite go-round. I have the newest little teacup from the Hygge collection. This is Cup of Calm. And then I have another Gentle Care bead. I just love, love, love this particular bead. I think this is my favorite from the entire winter Christmas collection, although this one might want to compete for that. But this is Gentle Care. And then I have a pyrite. And then I have the fawn silver, kind of represent the deer that wander the grounds at Glen Erie. This came out, gosh, I want to say like 2014, like with the autumn collection. Then we have, what is this one? This one is Moonlit Haze, which again is just such a gorgeous color with all that glitter. And then we have the Edelweiss, which has the most beautiful labradorite. Oh my goodness, I could not be more thrilled. But I love how when you look at it this way, it depicts, of course, we have the Edelweiss on either side, but this way, it has the shape of, you know, the mountain that you have to climb to actually see the Edelweiss flowers. So love, love, love the Edelweiss bead, which came out in 2025. This was a People's bead from 2025. I want to say it's called Copper Threads. I'll for sure, again, as always, put the names down here. But I really think it just pairs so well with like Gentle Care and Moonlit Haze. Really, really loving how it just kind of goes with this color scheme. And then, of course, since we went to tea in January, I have the January Flower of the Month, the Snowdrop bead. And then this is a Black Friday bead from several years ago. This is Daylight Brilliance. And then we have I want to say this is, probably showing this all to you backwards. This is the Love Goat, which, you know, representing the Rocky Mountain sheep that are present whenever we go to Glen Erie. And then I have a labradorite stone. Like my color theme, I wanted to kind of go with muted grays, which is like a pop of that teal color, kind of representing some of the icy, colder conditions that we are currently experiencing here in Colorado. As I speak, there is snow falling outside. So I'm thankful that the light is as good as it is. But this is a labradorite. And then I have a squirrel bead, and I think squirrel and the fawn bead both came out with that one autumn collection back in 2014, I think. And then, of course, we have, it is now called, I think, Lines of Destiny. And this was like a spring collection from maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Just a beautiful muted color. And then we have the little teapot from the Hygge collection. This is Tea Time. And again, another beautiful teal. We have Soul Stream. And, oh, the other hydrangea bead that I own. So that is a little bracelet design. So let me know, guys, what you think. Did you pick up any of the purple jade for Valentine's? I really want to see the earrings. I want to see. I know my friend Ollie picked up the earrings, and I definitely want to ask her to showcase those earrings, like show it to me on her ear, because I just want to see how far it dangles. Because I'm not one that wears dangly, super dangly earrings. So I'm just kind of curious as to how far they dangle down. But that is my first haul of 2026, and I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm definitely looking forward to the spring collection. I know for sure I'm going to be getting the faceted bead kit, and I saw a Lily of the Valley silver. That is a must-have for me. So we will see what that haul looks like, and hopefully soon, because I believe that comes out the end of January. So definitely looking forward to that. Take care and stay safe. Bye.